We'll now pass to the next, and that will be to the presentation facilitating the energy transition by continued education in Corona times, and that will be with Hauge Madsen, who is head of DTU Wind Energy in Denmark, and his colleague Cathy. So please go on.
Thank you, Morten. Thank you, Daniel. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I hope it's the right mode. Okay, so thanks everyone for attending this session. We wanted to talk about our experience in the continued education in this difficult time. So we have 3 points on the agenda. The first one, we would like to highlight why do DTU have such a big commitment in continued education, and then we will give you a brief introduction to the DTU wind energy, and last point we will explain what we have done in the continued education. So why so important, the continued education? This report was made last October, and it is showing that if we want to achieve the Paris climate goals, it requires significant acceleration across. You can see here we are just in progress, and here we are off track. And then a little bit more detail on the report. Here on the technical challenges and the economic progresses, we are actually doing fine. Some of the, for example, offshore is on track, onshore is a little bit behind. And then on the investment and the employment side, especially in the employment side, we are actually off track. So it means that as an education institution, we need to make more effort in fertilizing the foundation for the green transition. So after this, I will give you some introduction of the DTU wind. DTU wind energy is home to 250 scientists from 40 different countries. These scientists, they share the same commitment. To fulfill such a commitment, we do it via research, education, and scientific advices. The DTU wind energy is organized in 3 divisions. I'm responsible for the wind energy system division, and then we have another division looking after the turbine technology, and a 3rd division focusing on the structures, materials, and components. This is just an overview of each division. By and large, the wind energy system division is about wind farms at system level. I will not go into the detail because we have limited time today, but you will have the slides afterwards. So the 2nd division, as previously said, it is focusing on the turbine design side, from the rotor and airfoil design to aero and fluid dynamics, and then the turbine response, load and control, and measurement and testing. Then the 3rd division is looking after the materials in the blade and the recycling new materials for the blade, and also the supporting structure, integrity, and load application. So now the 3rd point on the agenda. How are we doing on time? Yes, we are on track. So the 3rd point on the agenda, we would like to share with you our experience on the online education in wind energy. So the conditions in the Corona time has triggered an increase of demand in the online education. This is the rough number of university students in the whole Denmark. Actually, the online education is a relatively low CO2 emission activity if this number of people are not in the traffic every morning and every evening. This is one of the positive side from in the online teaching. In the DTU, we are doing 3 levels. So we create 3 levels of online courses. For continued education, so here the continued education is different than the university or college education, because this is mainly for people who already who already have a job, so who already have graduated from their university program. So 3 levels. The first level is basic level, and this is free. This is the basic level foundation for wind energy. You can find the class in the Coursera website. And then the second level, with the second level, then the level of difficulties also increase. So this level, we call it hands-on. So hands-on training is for people who want to work in the specific area in wind energy. For example, wind resource assessment, site assessment, and wind farm design, offshore planning. Then the last level, which is the most difficult and also the longer time, because the master level, it takes about 2 years to finish this master level training in wind energy. And after the training, you will get a diploma issued by DTU. This is the website. You are welcome to go to the website and arrange an interview, or let's we call it an interview, or it can be a inquiry with one of our teachers. You can book a time there. So these 3 levels are actually suited to different participants. The basic level is designed for project coordinators hired by government or the national utility companies in the emerging market. Then the workforce is in the emerging countries looking for entry-level jobs in wind energy. Then the hands-on level is designed, as I said before, for people who work in a certain job function in the wind energy, like planners, wind resource assessment or CFD, wind farm design. Then the master level training. This is designed for project managers hired by the government, or workforces in the emerging countries who look for high-level jobs, high-profile jobs in wind energy, and then also designed for people who work in the oil and gas industry or the aviation industry, but want to switch the career into wind energy. So then let's start from the basic level. This is this one. We have over 100,000 students who has taken the course already around the globe. Then it contains 23 videos, a little bit less than 4 hours in total. Then also 10 quizzes, each a quiz after each topic. Then at the end, you can choose to release a certificate. It's optional. Some people find it nice to have a certificate on their CV issued by DTU, so they can choose that option. Then it is quite suitable for people with a different background. This is the basic level, and as you can see from this graph, this training, we launched it 5 years ago in 2015, and it has been really stable in the last 5 years or 4 years. And at the Corona time, you can see a major increase in the number of participants of this course. Then some statistics about this free course. So you can see the age group. It's relatively at a young age. Then this is the gender distribution. The one on the right-hand side is the gender distribution on the Coursera website in total. And this one on the left, it is for this particular program, for the wind energy. We have a relatively lower participation from female. Then for the top 10 countries, India has been by far the #1 country, and then followed by the United States and Egypt, and then some other emerging countries. And then this is the top 10 countries for Coursera as a whole website. And you can see that the United States actually has a lot of potential in developing the awareness in wind energy. Then we can move on to the second level, which is the hands-on level. The DFC course is a joint course. Let's say it's sponsored by DANIDA, and it is for this year. It is mainly focused on 3 countries: India, Turkey, and China. And then we have 8 weeks in total, and each week is with different topics. Then this is mainly for the planning side, for the offshore wind energy. This is one example of the hands-on training. And some other examples for the hands-on training, for example, wind farm design. This is a training on the top farm software which is used for design and optimize the whole wind farm. And then we have a grid connection and HVDC course. This is mainly for people who have an electrical engineering background. Then we have a wind resource assessment, site assessment course, which is the so-called WASP course. And I have put the website here. So those are the examples of the hands-on training, which was the second level training. And now let's move on to the third level, the highest level training for the online education, for continued education. For the moment, it's master level. So the wind energy master program, the total workload is about 2 years, but then if people are busy with their work, they can prolong it to 3 years. A few people even extend it to 4 years because their workload is at work is very high. Then the requirement for the admission is a bachelor degree. And then with 2 years of working experience. The 2 years of working experience is not necessarily related to wind energy. It can be oil and gas or aviation or other industry. Then the target group, as said before, it can be employees in the private companies associated like utilities, engineering, consulting, and or employees in the public sector, and employees from other sectors as well. Then for this program, we have made some effort in some small advertisement with Google. So in the Google search, we got the result that this is the distribution of the click rates by country. And we can see that Denmark and Germany, I'm sorry about the language here. So Denmark, Germany, UK, and mostly France, and these are European countries, and followed by two Asia Pacific countries. Then we can have a look at the 2 types of announcement that we have made for this program. We decided to make 2 different types because the left one on the left side, this one is more designed for people with an engineering background. We call it a nerdy type. This has a lot of let's say scientific content or engineering content in this small video. And then on the right hand side, this is designed for people who prefers to the communication style, which is less engineering. So we have also made this communication. So it suits 2 different types of audience. And something about the survey from the current participants. For the moment, we have 30 students in the online master program, and 26 have answered to the survey. And you can see that how did you first discover the online wind energy master program? They have answered that most of them have found it from Google search, and actually a lot of them have found it from the Coursera course, which was the level 1 free online course we just talked about. Then this is some detailed description of each course from the online master. It has 9 courses in total. That's why I've included 3 slides here and 3 topics per slide. So I will not go into the detail. You can have the slides afterwards. That's the end of this presentation. I think we managed to deliver it before the time limitation. So any questions? Back to you, Morten and Danielle.
Thank you very much. As you said, there'll be time for either some reflections or there could be also questions. So if there are any, please raise it.
Maybe one point to say is that the Corona is a single event. So we hope that the true potential of the online teaching is unfolding more and more around the globe.
Yes. Are there any comments or question right now? We have the chance now, because I'm not sure that Mrs. Sewell will be available during the whole conference. So, but of course, we will have a chance to pick up some questions later on when you have reflected on what has been said today. But please don't hold you back.
I hope you will get the slides afterwards, and
Sure we will. Sure we will.
Great.
Yes.
And you can find our contact on the DTU Wind website.
Yes. Okay. But then we'll see, because we are a little bit, we are not delayed anyhow. We are the opposite.